I'm Emily. I'm going to be talking about how my grandparents met their 3 children and how my parents met and my mom's 3 children. So my grandparents met in a little town in Wisconsin called La Crosse, and they dated for a little bit. My grandma fell head over heels for my grandpa, but my grandpa couldn't say the same for my grandma. He did say she was overweight, and so it wasn't a good thing. My grandpa ended up going to the Navy during the Korean War, and while he was away, my grandma lost 30 pounds and mailed him a letter and a photo of herself saying, "I'm going to date you when you come home." So she flew out to California, met him, and then they married a couple months later. They had 3 children, 2 of which were planned and 1 was not. The first 2 were my Uncle Ed and my Uncle Dan. They were both planned, and then the last one was my mom. She was the unexpected one, but my grandparents were happy to have a girl. So my mom grew up in La Crosse, and in La Crosse, Wisconsin, my mom met a man. They had an unexpected baby my mom was the age of 20. So my mom knew that she could not raise this child with this man, so she flew out here to California, had the baby here, and then eventually a family adopted that child, and that was my half-sister, Julia. So that labor process for my mom was the longest. She said it was about 10 hours, so it was a pretty long labor. After that, my mom did meet my father here in California. Now, they had an unexpected baby as well, but they got married this time. And so my sister, Miranda, was the unexpected baby as well, and she was the second longest pregnancy. It was about 5 hours, so it wasn't as long as the previous pregnancy, but there was no complications, so that was good. I was the last baby. I was the only planned baby out of all 3 babies. So I was the only one with complications for her labor. During her pregnancy, my mom had a liver condition called cholestasis of the liver. She would just get a lot of rashes on her body, but nothing seriously wrong. Eventually it went away after I was born, but during the pregnancy, the doctors thought it would be best to induce labor early, so I was 3 weeks premature. And my mom said that the doctor induced labor and was going to go out on a lunch break. And he assumed she would have me a couple hours later, but she went from 3 centimeters to 10 centimeters in a matter of 10 minutes. So basically, I was born in 20 to 30 minutes, and it was the fastest labor of my mom. So that was my story of my grandparents, how they met, their 3 children, and then my parents and my mom's 3 children.